Good evening, you guys. Hey, it's Marlene with Marley Grace Creations. Welcome to my Facebook page. And if you're watching me right now from YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel as well. Tonight we're going to do probably 2 pumpkins. I think this is day 13. And actually, I started to not do a number 13. You know, like in a hotel, they don't have a 13th floor and all that. But, you know, I'm not superstitious, so what the world. So I'm going to do 13 tonight. Okay, I could not decide if I wanted this orange or white. And I still am not 100% sure. But I love cream and green, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hey, Emma. Hey, Patty. Hey, you guys. Okay, I see everybody starting to hop on. If you're watching me live right now, you guys, you know I'm live because you see the red button lit up. But if you're watching me right now and that red button is not lit up, then I've already been live and you're watching the replay. So welcome to that. And make sure you let me know that you're there. And if you have any questions, let me know. Sue, hey Sue, and Susan, and Ava. Hey, you guys. Hey, Carolyn. How are you, Sue? All right, I'm going to do this pumpkin cream, and then it's probably going to be a pretty short one, and the stuff that I'm using is pretty easy to find. So, hey, Ava, you can pick it up and do it pretty quick, I think. So, this galvanized pumpkin, as you can see, I just could not tell. Here's orange, and here's white. And I still don't know, but I just love white and green and cream together. So I'm thinking that looks pretty. Even though that does too, we'll save orange for another day. So I'm going to take some cashew and I'm going to paint this pumpkin in cashew. And I'm going to use this and some burlap ribbon and this is going to go probably pretty quick. Hey, Jerry Dunn, how are you? This goes a long way, so it's probably way too much paint for this, but that's okay. I'm just going to... Has everybody had a good Saturday? Happy Saturday to y'all, by the way. I had to leave and go to the drugstore today, and I ran in Dollar General for a minute. We're getting some rain and probably another storm, so I hope I don't get knocked off. If I do, well, I just do, you know. But I don't think it's going to be bad as it has been. And I think you guys can see me. Where did you find the pumpkin? This is a $5 pumpkin from the Dollar Tree Plus. And I got it last year, but I think I've seen them again this year. And I am just not much of a galvanized fan. So I love the pumpkin. I love the size and the shape. And I thought I might do something different last year, and I never did. So I'm going to do it this year. So it was from, if you have a Dollar Tree Plus, you can still find this. See, it's just galvanized, and it's got 2 screws, and it's on a board, so it'll sit up nice in like a windowsill or on a table. Did y'all have something fun, exciting to do on this Saturday? Are y'all getting tons of rain? We are still getting some rain. I don't think it's ever going to stop. I know it's good for the gardens and all that stuff. Hey, Donna, how are you? And this will probably go pretty quick. And I have a second one I want to do. And it's one that you can find at Hobby Lobby. And right now we're 40% off too. This will probably dry pretty quick since it's galvanized. You know, it's metal and metal heats up. We'll see. Hey, Laurie. Thundering all day. It's been so hot today, just so humid. I got in my car to run to the drugstore, and I thought my car would never cool off, y'all. But it finally did, and I ran in Dollar General, and I thought, well, I'm not staying in here long, because then my car will be all hot again, and it'll be hot all the way home. I didn't find what I needed anyway. Do y'all know the mesh ribbon? I don't know where I bought it. I was thinking Hobby Lobby. I cannot find it there. And I don't even have a piece saved. I don't think I do. I don't, but I probably can describe it. But it's a burlap ribbon. Thank you, Lori, for sprinkling. Thank you. It is burlap, but it's mesh, and it's almost squares. You know, it's holey, and it's probably only about that wide. I love that ribbon. Hey, Sherry. I love that ribbon, and I do not remember where I bought it. But I thought, well, did I buy it at the Dollar Tree? I don't know. Last time I was in the Dollar Tree, they did not have it. So I looked the other day in Hobby Lobby. Either they don't have it or they're out. Dollar Tree, ours was out. Maybe I just need to go look again. It's been a couple of weeks. And I thought I bought several rolls of that stuff, but I love making bows with that, if you can believe that. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Cherokee, how are you? Dry as a bone in Texas, 50 plus days. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Brenda. Boy, that is rough. Now, since this is galvanized, this paint will scratch off of this pretty easy. So you kind of have to, you know, be a little finicky with it. And you can always go and touch it up. And after it cures on here, it'll be fine. But I would put a top coat on it. Probably spray it with polyacrylic or Mod Podge or just anything to seal over it to give it like a skin over it. Like it at the Dollar Tree. Okay, maybe our Dollar Tree was just out. I went in there about several weeks or a month ago looking for some, and I didn't see any. I saw some burlap, but it wasn't like that, and I thought, well, maybe it wasn't here. So if that's where you guys are getting it, I saw it on Amazon, but it's a lot more expensive. And if I Dollar Tree, okay, I'll go back to the Dollar Tree maybe even tomorrow and take a look again. Maybe when I was in there, I either overlooked it or they were just out. Hey, Kathy. Hotter than a firecracker in Alabama. I know the humidity here was awful, 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 awful. Okay, see, this stands up, and it don't stand up great. So you kind of have to worry about what all you put here, make it top heavy. But if you do, you can tilt it forward a little bit and balance it. And if you needed to, you could put some jingle blocks behind it and glue them or something to support it. But what we're going to put on it is not going to be heavy. So I think I need to get one more thin coat just to make sure I'm covering it up. I think this is day 13, right? I think it is. Nancy's been keeping me pretty straight. Hey, Nancy. Nancy, is this day 13? I'm thinking so. Oklahoma's hot. It's hot everywhere, I guess. Of course, you know, when it's freezing outside and ice and snow, people are shoveling snow and using snow blowers and all that, they're going to wish it was 90 plus, right? My car showed 116. Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody's saying Dollar Tree. Okay. All right, y'all. It's too hot for the pool. Yeah, it is too hot. I imagine the water's hot. Hey, Barb. Okay, let me see. I need to get some dark in those cracks. 10 minutes talking to the neighbors outside, come in looking like an orphan Annie. My hair looks awful. It's been sweaty and hot and awful today. And I thought, you know, I've got church in the morning. I've got to get up in the morning and shampoo it. I am not going to do it for this live. I'm just not. So it's like bath water in our pool. Our cold water is not even cold. Our cold water in our spigot is not even cold. It's kind of, I mean, it's lukewarm. I just want to get a little details in these cracks, if you can see what I'm doing. Just to give it a little bit of dimension there. And I'm just taking a round tip paintbrush and not putting very much paint on it. I know. Isn't that crazy that they don't even want to go get in the water? I tell you what, when I go outside and come back in, I sure am thankful for air conditioning. Whew. Okay, and that's pretty much all I did to that, was just give it some lines in the lines that were already there. So that's simple. Okay, I'm going to cut this thing apart. I think this is so pretty. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby last year. I'm pretty sure I did, and y'all know how much I love these leaves. I don't know what kind they are. I think they're called lemon. Are they lemon leaves? Hey, Carla. I probably could just pull those off. Aha, I can. Well, that one doesn't want to pull off, so let me just cut it. And these are very light. And this came from Hobby Lobby, I'm sure. That's a different leaf, but that's okay. Does that pull off? Nope. And I bought some molds to make leaves. I had a different plan for tonight. I was waiting on my Amazon order to come. Well, my leaves are so little, and I'll be able to use them, but not with the pumpkin I had planned, and that's okay. Don't get in a hurry. Look at dimensions. I don't know what those little things are. I might use them. I don't know. If not, I'll just stick them over there and use them on something else. I know what you mean about the heat today was moving out. Oh, gosh, girl, bless your heart. Bless your heart. I can't even imagine. There's a couple of cute little flowers under there. I don't really know what they are, but I'm not going to use them on this. I'll just put them in my flower stash for something else. They're cute. I just don't want them on that. Okay, let's just put that aside. I don't need it. Thanks for the stars. Somebody's already given me stars. Thank you so much. Okay, I want some of this down. I'm not sure how much. I can cut some of this with scissors. It's just, I want the leaves and the embellishments on there, but I don't want it to just hide the pumpkin. What'd Cherokee say? Did I miss something, y'all? Granddaughter was outside, come back in and said, Gigi, I'm sweating like that girl. Oh my gosh. How old is she? Bless her. Bless her sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Here's some more of those. Okay, now let's just use the hot glue. And what does she call you? She's 5. Oh. And what does she call you, Cherokee? Now, these are plastic, and they're going to start curling up and doing all that stuff, but we don't care. Well, I just want to get it on here and let it do whatever. It'll dry, and it'll be fine after that. That might be too much, too. Let me cut some of that off. Oh, Cece. Am I saying that right, Cece? Oh, sweet. My granddaughter's at home sick. She's got that hand, foot, and mouth stuff. Oh, my goodness. Bless your heart. That's a lot. That's a big accomplishment. It is funny, though. Oh, my 5-year-old. Well, she's 4. She's a mess, too. They're sweet, though. And like little sponges. Okay, that milk didn't move sideways. That's okay. We're just going to put it back. Because there's a bow that's going to go over that stuff. So, we're just getting some of this greenery on here right now. I'm not even sure I like the way this one looks. Let me move that to the side and let it cool a minute. I need to quit messing with it. She's a mess. I know. That's a sweet age, though, isn't it? I love that age. Love it. I'm just building a different kind of leaf on there. Comes up with funny stuff. Hey, Betty, thanks for the floating hearts over here, y'all. I appreciate that so much. Okay, let's see. That's what we got going on so far. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking I like these leaves, but not these leaves on that. I'm thinking they look like big old polka dots. Don't they? They look like big old polka dots. Hey, Patty. You know what? I'm going to rethink this, y'all. Let me pull that off. I love those leaves, so I have more. Let me do those. I love these leaves, but I don't like it on this, and I thought I would. That's one good thing about it. Just pull it off before it dries good. And I love those round leaves. They're my favorite, but not on this. She had no clue what it meant. I know. They're so sweet and innocent. And they should be. we're just going to cover that stuff up we had with these different leaves. I like these leaves so much better. Oh, yeah. Don't you love it better? I do. Way better. And I am shocked, really. Probably heard it at pre-K. They learn everything at pre-K. My granddaughter's supposed to go to pre-K this year, but her mom did not find a job yet, and she can't put her in pre-K and pay for that without a job. She was doing some court reporting stuff, and that did not work out. So, I'm not sure what her plan is. Okay. Now, I like those leaves on there. What do y'all think? Is that better? I like it much better. It needs one right here, though, or something. Maybe these. No, they're too fat. There's that word again. Okay, I have this kind of ribbon. I could not find the ribbon I really wanted today, but that's okay. I played with this a while. Yeah, kids are kids. They're just kids. I'm going to cut this wired part off. And I'll use that for something, I'm sure. I'll cut this side off too. Maybe some rope. Maybe, Susan. Maybe some rope. Okay. See, this is wired, so I could do something with this. And I have a plan, so... kind of a plan. Okay, I'm going to take this. This is the burlap, but it's just a little bit different than the really rough burlap. So I'm going to pull some of these strings out of there and make a fringy edge. Not sure how much, just till I get it how I want it. Maybe one or two more on this side. There we go. I like the way that looks. Throw those away. You can see how the edges are. I frayed these, right the edges. Okay, I'm just going to make like a breast cancer awareness bow. Kind of. Well, maybe. It still wants to curl up is the problem. I'm going to take a piece of that and wrap it around that, and that'll hold that together and it'll match. The pumpkin tendrils, I will. Okay, so that's kind of cute. If it would not curl up, but I think it's going to. Got back just in time. Where you been? Oh, to your swap meet thing? Okay, now these are a little rough looking, but they look more real. See that? I'm gonna glue one. First I want to paint this stem. This is gonna be a real simple pumpkin. The next one kinda is too. Whoa, I shook that right in the right spot. One of those strings off of there. See, I'm just getting some brown on that galvanized. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna dry it a little bit. And then the next bunch of paint will hold on to that. Hey, Rita. I still have enough paint on my brush to cover that, I believe. I want it a little streaky. I don't want it solid to make it look a little more realistic. Okay, I like that. Love it. This is very simple. You guys, it's a Dollar Tree pumpkin, Dollar Tree ribbon, and a few leaves. That's all it is so far. And if you have farmhouse, this will definitely go with anything farmhouse. I'll turn that around in a minute, and I need to clip a piece off that bow. But there you go. There's the bow. And where'd my little doohickeys go? Let me glue. I probably should stick those under there while that bow's curing. Let me make one more. Is it 14? Is it 14 but day 13? Because one night I made 2 pumpkins. I don't know. This is when I kind of lose count. So y'all keep up with it. I could go to YouTube or go back to my videos. I just totally lose count. Nancy usually tries to keep me caught up. I need to cut that piece off the ribbon and add one of these little curlicues. I'm going to put it down under there so you can't see that hot glue. And I may redirect that in a minute. I'm going to wait until it gets solid, till the glue gets solid. Actually, 14, not 13. Okay. We'll soon find out. I'll look it up. I want this to go this way. Hope I'm not pulling that out of there. I'm so impatient, y'all. I want to get it done like right now. So simple. This one is simple. You know, some of mine are a little complicated, but I want everybody to be able to grab something and make it, not have to know how to do 100 things and not have to buy 100 new things, you know. Use what you have, or just buy a little something to go with what you have is the goal I'm after. Now, some of them are going to be a little more elaborate. This one is not. Hey, AB, how are you? Okay, here we go. Now this I have not painted, and I've got some white paint on it, so I'm going to use the brown and kind of give it a wash. Where is my brown? There it is. Here, I've got a little bit left in here. Perfect for that. Hey, Stella. I'm just putting a lot of water in this brown paint and going over that. I'm just almost giving it a stain instead of painting it. Let me give it some more water in there. Hey, Melissa. See, this is up off of this a little bit, so it gives you a little room if your brush is kind of flat to play with it under there. And I want to give this some speckles too. I'm just almost letting it soak into the wood. Can you see the difference? And I didn't do anything special to paint this galvanized pumpkin. I didn't do anything special. I put a thin coat of chalk paint, I dried it with a dryer, and then I put a second coat. Now, it probably does need to have a top coat. This is really soaking in this front, so it's going to take a lot more, but I want it dark. This is not real wood. It's pressed something or another, so it just soaks it up good. If you would measure that pumpkin for me, I sure will, Emma. I sure will. Give me just a minute. And this is a Dollar Tree Plus pumpkin, too, Emma. It's not at Hobby Lobby. This would be a whole lot more at Hobby Lobby. But this is Dollar Tree Plus. You know, they have $3, $5 things. So, boy, Emma, you're going to town. Some of that stuff you're posting is beautiful. You're doing great. Such pretty stuff. Okay, now I'm going to add some water to this, and I'm going to give it a splatter. Hey, Trish, how are you? Let me add some water to this. Boy, my desk is a hot mess. See, I've got a lot of water in there. Can you tell? It's pretty, it's drippy. Now, okay, that might be a little much, but you know what? It's kind of a natural thing. So I'm glad you are. That's the whole point, right? Have fun, have fun, have fun. That's what we need to do, is just have fun. let's see. It's, I'm going to try to sneak in some craft supplies there. Probably get caught. Oh, he won't let you bring craft supplies to his house. Now, a couple of these splatters are bigger than others, but you know what? I'm going to leave them. I think that's a natural thing. And when you dry them, they will get a little bit lighter because they're full of water, you know. It's real watered down. And it just gives it a little something extra. You'll probably get caught. Lord, girl, I've dragged craft supplies in way too much. My husband don't care, though. So, Wordsworth, don't bring any of that craft crap here. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Can you sew? You can't sew there? What are you going to do all day? What are you going to do? Okay, there's some splatters. See, there's a couple of, now, if you were to get, like, these big ones and you didn't like them, just blot them as soon as you do it and then just get some white paint back over them and go again. Hey, Joyce, how are you? Haven't seen you in ages, girl. Go bonkers. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to craft 4 times a day to give you something to do. Okay, y'all. This doesn't look anything like a $5 galvanized pumpkin to me. Does it to you? I think it's adorable. Even these tendrils, or whatever you call these were made from the wire part of the pumpkin. So, you know, you've got about, I don't know, $7 at the most in that thing. Anyway, there you go. Okay, there's pumpkin 1 for tonight. We're going to do another one. You love it? I think it turned out cute, too, and it was pretty simple. So, 35 minutes. Really? Okay, McKay, let me measure this thing for you. All the way across. Hold on, I'm using the wrong side. It's about 13 inches across. And counting the stem, it's about 12 inches tall, counting the stem. Yeah, if you measure all the way up from the base to the stem, it's about, wait, I got to do it this way. I can't even see this roller. Yeah, it's about 12 inches high. And it's about 13 inches across. How's that? Now you go find you one. And you can see the thing on the back. It was just a $5 Dollar Tree. All right, there you go on that one. Let me move it over here out of the way. Lay it down and let it dry good. And I'm just going to put, it's not an outdoor pumpkin, but you do need to, you know, wash it. It would scratch probably if it didn't cure for a long time. I'll probably just put a coat of Mod Podge on it just to seal it up, because it is on a surface that would scratch. Okay, let me put this back around the rubber band. Okay, this one I got at Hobby Lobby. And this was $7.99, but it was 40% off. And this is 16 by 9. So I would say it's 9 across and 16 tall, maybe. By 25? No. I don't know. I'll have to measure it with a roller if you really need that. But anyway, I'm going to paint these different colors. And these, you know, normally look, well, it is bigger on the bottom. It's not a whole lot bigger, but instead of just painting it, there's lots of different things you could do to this. But we're going to make it look like 3 different colors of pumpkins. One, I'm going to use, let's see, the one on the bottom. It's going to be orange. And I'm going to mix, if I can get this off. Oh, gosh. I can't get it off. I will though. I'm going to mix some ivory and some celery because I just want it just faint. I'm going to mix some ivory with some terracotta too, so. And then one is just going to be ivory. So it's going to be pale green, pale orange, and white-ish on these. This will be simple too. Okay, let's see. The middle one is going to be green. Okay. That one has not been opened yet. Hey, Karen. Boy, this is crusty. It's been a while since I've opened this one. Let me get this jack off this lid, because if not, it'll be all down in my paint. I may not be getting much out of here, but that's okay. Let's get enough to mix. I think it's about time to throw this bottle in the trash. Of course, you can mix water with it. It's okay. What kind of paintbrushes do you use? Oh, girl, I got 100 kinds. I don't know. My favorite ones, it depends. Well, it depends on what I'm using. It depends on what I'm painting. These with this bluish, I get these at Michael's. I get them at Hobby Lobby. It just depends on what I'm doing. I don't use just one kind. Okay, this one in the middle is going to be really pale green. Kind of a celery, a really, really pale celery. You don't have to worry about stopping and starting in an exact little place, because we're going to add some moss and stuff in there to separate these pumpkins, just like the real ones that you see sitting up. We're going to do the same thing to them. AB, if I'm blending something, my favorite kind is, where are my favorite brushes? I don't even see them over here. I thought I had them separated. Oh, here they are. No wonder I do have them separated. What are these called? Zen? Yes, Zen. These are good blender brushes. If I'm checking something, these are my favorite. I get those at Michael's, and they're not on sale very often, so when they are on sale, grab some. They're great blending brushes, but as far as like doing big things like this, just whatever. I like soft brushes, but then again, if you want to scrub something in or you want a stencil or whatever, you have to have stiff brushes, so it does matter, I guess. That probably wasn't much help, was it? Are y'all enjoying these pumpkins? Okay, I'm just going to get a little white in there just to give that pumpkin something, so you can see the curve of the pumpkin when it dries a little bit. That way the pumpkin will have a little bit of dimension. There we go. So there's the middle one. See, it's just got a little white in there. Oh, good. These pumpkins are beautiful. I hope y'all are enjoying these. He's ready for an auction. My private group is going to get the auction first. Thanks, Pat. I appreciate some of your sweet comments, y'all. I read all the comments when I'm done and go back, and I know a lot of you are watching the replay, so you can do them at home, I hope. You know, I want to inspire everybody to be able to look at the videos, start and stop them, and go home, get your supplies, and make one exactly like it, or let that inspire you to do something on your own, but close or similar, or maybe it gave you an idea. That is my goal. I'm covered in paint up here. Dry paint. Okay. The bottom one is going to be orange. I'm trying to put the light color on top, the medium color here, and the orange are at the bottom because I would consider that to be the heavier color. So that way it kind of balances out. I feel like if I put white on the bottom and orange on top, it would look heavy. Does that make sense? Hey, Lisa. That's just the way my brain works, I guess. Okay, now this one, I'm going to mix some ivory. You see, I'm still using the same. I'm mixing this with some ivory as I go because I want it really light and not really solid. This brush needs to be cleaned or something. All right, let's try this one. And I'm just mixing it with some ivory and lightening it, and then I'll go back and use some solid and go around and make some more details. I'll show you that in just a minute. And this is all mixed up. I hardly ever just take a color and go with it. Now see, the green's getting in there, so I'm going to have to hold it like this and still just get a little bit of that. But I'm not going to need much more. And you see that I'm going the way of the pumpkin. So if any details are in there, they're the shape of the pumpkin. See that detail? That was an accident and it's pretty and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to leave it just like that. And there's another one. It's just what is on my brush. Here's some darker, so let me get some dark on the outside. I'm just tapping the side of my brush, and I'm just letting it drag on there with what I already have. Just keep playing till you love it. I need some dark right there. All I'm doing is blending colors, y'all. Just blend, just play. You can almost see it come to life when you do that. And that's just the way I do it. You do it your way. I'm sure a lot of you that paint all the time are going, what is she doing? I don't do it that way. It's okay. What is it Debbie Rigg always says? You do you. That's the best thing to do, is just do it how you love it. I'm just getting some orange on this edge, and it's not all complete orange. There's a little bit of cream in there, a little bit of orange. And we don't care about that bottom right now because we're going to fix that too. Okay, now, can you see some of the details in there? That's just with paint. It's just dragging paint. So it's fun to play with it. Let me get these dry, and then I'm going to turn it around and do the cream one on top. Hey, Pam. Hey, Helen. Okay, let me turn that around and let me get this cream one done. I'm going to have to change because it's already full over there. I'm going to do cashew. What do I do with my cashew? It's big. It's so big it was in my face. Hey, Barb, how are you, sweet girl? I love your haircut. Okay, let me get another brush. Trying to find a brush I want to use. They're all dirty, but it's okay. I have paper towels. They're just in the water. Thanks, Carla. See, it's just dragging paint around. It's so much fun to blend paint. And it's just paint. So if you do it and it's really ugly, you hate it, just paint it. Dry it and just do it again. That's the only way that you can learn to blend paint. And I do it on furniture. Whew, is that hard? It's getting easier, but that's pretty hard for me to do it on furniture and get it just like I want it. What's really hard is when it needs a couple of coats and you get the first coat done and you love it and you go and you have to redo that because you got a second coat and you can't do it again. That's really rough. It's a lot of work that nobody wants to really pay you for. You're back. Where you been, Nancy? Nancy's hopping around like a toad. Tell AB not to pick on me. Oh, Susan. AB, leave Susan alone. Is she picking on you tonight? Y'all must go at it on Barb's page. That's the only thing I can figure out. Car and Walmart. Oh, bless your heart. Pick on you. You was awesome. She says she don't pick on you, Susan. Is she a troublemaker, Barb? On your page? Are they troublemakers on your page? Do you want me to make them start coming to your page? You're home now. Good. You can take a big, deep breath. Where's your popcorn? Okay, now this one is cream. It's really cashew, but, you know, it's a creamy color. So, you're going to have to say, okay, what do I do with this? It's creamy color. Okay. As ornery as meat. Oh, no way. Y'all. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun, girls. Gotta have fun. Good, clean fun. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of that watered down brown. And I'm going to get some details, hopefully, out of that. But it's looking to me like it's too dark. We'll see in a minute. Let me just keep playing here. I might be surprised. I'm okay with it. Let me get a little on that side. I'm okay with it. See the details? It's not much, but that is a white pumpkin. So there you get all the dimensions. Those are flat. They don't look flat, but they're flat. Well, there's that, you know, little section on there, but for the most part, they're flat. We need to have fun. I bet your husband is sick of pumpkins. Mine. He said the other day, are you really doing 30 days of pumpkins again? And I said, I am. He said, every night. I said, I am. He says, okay. He don't care. He's good with it. He is sweet. He don't care what I do. I mean, you know, I'm not going to do nothing wrong. So, all right. Now, I'm going to get some Spanish moss. And I'm going to glue it in between these. Just like if these were real pumpkins sitting up, one on top of the other. And when I'm done, that's the way they're going to look. I hope. They might not, but I hope. Okay, let's get some hot glue in here. And we're not going to burn my fingers either. So, sometimes you see things like these in the store and you go, gosh, it's cute, but what do I do with that? Well, hopefully this will help you decide some things that you can do with these. Because these are relatively cheap, you know. And they make really pretty pumpkin decor if you want to give somebody something. If somebody invites you to dinner, you know, or Thanksgiving dinner, or when it's close to Halloween, or have something nice to take. Have something to use, guys. Don't. Let's see. Helena. Hey, Helena, how are you? Are you Melissa's friend, Helena? Or are you a different Helena? Because that's the only Helena I've ever heard of. Okay, let's get some more here. Someone is doing fireworks outside. Oh my, it scares my dogs to death. Are you at your son's tonight? Oh, that's Susan that said that. Sorry. But I'm glad they're not here because my dogs are scared to death when it storms and when people are shooting fireworks. And I don't know why people can't be more considerate. They must not have dogs. You know, 4th of July is one thing. Everybody prepares. But when it's, you know, August the 3rd and people are shooting on fireworks, you're wondering, what the world? Hey, Brenda, how are you tonight? I'm just getting that mashed down in there so it'll stay put with some hot glue. And then the excess will come off here in just a minute. Yes, ma'am, and this air mat, oh, no way. No way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you don't live closer. Oh, I guess I should dry that white pumpkin a little more. Oh, I have a son. He's a piece of work, but that's okay. Okay, so far, so good. I want to give this a little bit of dimension on the edges. Y'all get 2 for 1 tonight. That means I can stay. I cannot come tomorrow night, right? Hey, Mary. Good, you're on time tonight. You don't miss it. You won't miss us. And see, that's going to even give it a little more dimension. I'm going to have to get some more vintage photo. I think mine's about shot. Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting paint on my ink. I'm going to have to re-ink my pad. This, to me, helps everything. I do have to keep you entertained. I might have to go live in the afternoon tomorrow. Just for you, girl. It'll be worth it, though. It really looks good on this white one up here at the top. Makes a big, big difference. I'll show you in just a minute. See the difference on them? They really look like they're fat pumpkins, don't they? It does shade it nicely. I love ink. And these little brushes are so good. It just finishes it off. Yes, that's very pretty. I like it a lot. So next time you're in Hobby Lobby and you see one of these, grab one. Now you know what to do with that, right? We're not done, though. Not done. Where's my lid? I wish I knew how to do bloopers, because I would do bloopers every time I can't find something. Where? Oh, there it is. Saw that at Hobby Lobby today. Now I wish I had bought it. You go back tomorrow. Well, you'll have to wait till Monday. They'll still have them. They had a bunch of these the other day. And it was, I think it was like $4. I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here at the bottom with the rest of that paint that I have down here already mixed up. And I'm going to do a few splatters, but let's get some of this paint. This is a really, really dark brown. Now, there's a little bit of orange on there from the pumpkin because I was not careful, and that's okay. It'll show under the paint. And we're going to add some stuff down here at the bottom, too. All-day movie. It would, Nancy. It would be an all-day bloopers to help find my stuff. Where's my stuff? Where's my ink? Where'd my scissors go? Where'd that ribbon go? And then I go, after I leave y'all and I clean up, I'm like, oh, there it was the whole time. Remember one night, Nancy, I was doing something and needed birds. Was it birds or eggs? Birds. And Nancy had sent me some birds. And I had all these cute little birds. Couldn't find them nowhere. After everybody was gone, I was cleaning up. I'm like, there's my whole drawer full of birds that were there the whole time. I won't forget that one because I was distressed over that one. But I noticed watching crafters, I'm not the only one that loses things on the live. So I'm in good company. And you really should paint the back if you're going to sell it or something. I probably will paint the back just a really, really dark brown. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get this sticker off right now. I left it on there because I wanted to make sure that you guys knew how much it was and where to find it. I can't stand stickers. Hey, Andrea. Let's see if that's enough heat. If not, I'll just heat it a little bit more. Yes, that is wonderful when you can do that. Okay, we won't worry about the back right now. Okay, a little more moss in the bottom. Do just a thin bunch. I need a glue stick. You ought to see me when I'm trying to craft. Why, Nancy? What do you do? I'm just getting this and making it a long bunch, stretching it across there. And then use this or anything to press this down. Please don't use your fingers. You get them in that hot glue before it dries. Phew, it's rough stuff. Debbie Rigg had to go to the hospital. She got hers in there. It was awful. Oh, and what she learned, too, was if you get burned really, really bad like that on your finger, I guess anywhere you have a blister, submerge it in milk, quickly, in milk. I'm going to try and get that closer. My husband's an EMT, and he said he really didn't know that. Lose half your stuff. See, it's not just me, is it? It's not just me. It makes me feel scatterbrained. It really does sometimes, but it's just part of it. The problem is when you're live, you have to have so much stuff right here next to you. And nobody sees all this stuff. It's a lot there. It has to be. Because I can't get up and run around all over the place looking for my stuff. You know, I need to reach out there and grab it. So I try to have everything I need, but you can't always because right there in the middle, sometimes you change your mind. And so you have to have it. Use just a little bit more moss for this side over here. I thought about a couple of things coming on today and doing a live, and you know, then I'd be like, oh, that's not pumpkins. That's not pumpkins at all. So no, I have to save that one. Okay, it's looking good. I'll give it somewhat of a haircut. I want to do some splatters on it. Give it a little bit of a haircut here. I don't want it close. I want it kind of messy, but I don't want it to not be able to stand up. Okay, let me get A lot of water. Those splatters might be a little big. They look like polka dots, but that's okay too. Yeah, don't let the blister break. Your body needs to absorb that on its own if you can. Okay, now that's a lot of splatters, and it's kind of big splatters. I don't hate it though, so it's all right. Okay, let me paint this. I'm just going to give this up here a stain wash on this top. It'll look more rustic, and the pumpkins kind of look rustic anyway, so. Can't see for my puppy. Oh, how sweet, Helen. See, I just took some of that watered down paint and put it on that. And so it's not, it's more looks stained. So I have a few sunflowers that I want to put down here at the bottom. I've got this garland of sunflowers. I'll be able to use it a lot of sunflowers on a lot of stuff, and they're different sizes. They're not all exactly the same. And so when they have garlands like that on sale at Hobby Lobby, it's best to grab one because you're going to be able to get a whole lot more florals out of that than okay. I've got two there and one there. So it looks like some sunflowers just sitting in the bottom. Now I'm just going to take some rope, Susan. See the rope? I'm going to make a cute little bow. It doesn't need to be much of a bow because it's not that big. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. See, it's taken an hour and 10 minutes to do both of these. See how fast they are? Were you about to leave? Susan was getting disappointed. She said, darn, she ain't going to use no rope tonight at all. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, I just want to get it kind of even. It's too much on one side. Okay, that's a sweet little bow. That's plenty. Plenty of rope. I'm just going to glue. I really think it might be a little too big. No, it's fine. It will be fine. Thanks, y'all. I like them both. They're very simple. Very, very simple. And y'all might think, well, I can't paint those pumpkins like that. Yes, you can. It's just put 2 or 3 colors of paint in your palette. And, you know, and just drag it. And when you love it, stop. That's all it is. Just till you love it. Okay, there you go. That's pretty much it. I don't like those long things hanging down because it takes away from the pumpkin. So I'm going to make those a little shorter. Okay, I like that better. Okay, now if you want to add more sunflowers to that, you could stick a sunflower somewhere else, but I think that's plenty of sunflowers. So that just sits up, and that whole thing is probably, so that was $6 or $7.99 with 40% off, y'all. Thanks, Donna. I love blending paint. Love, love, love blending paint. Now, those speckles are a little big. They're okay. And then this is the other one. This is the, for Mary and some of y'all who just hopped on, this is a $5 galvanized pumpkin from Dollar Tree Plus. And then all I did was add a bow. And even these are the edges of the bow. I cut the wires off and just put a few leaves and speckles, a little bit of paint in these. That's all. So these are cute. They would be. They would be. These would be pretty in a windowsill. See, this is only this wide. This would sit really pretty in a windowsill, in your kitchen window. So, there you go. All right, you guys, 2 in 1. That means I don't have to come on tomorrow night. No, I will be here tomorrow night. I just knew the first one was so short, or I figured it was. Now, if it had ended up being long, sometimes I think something's going to go quick, and it really don't, then I would have stopped. But thank you, AB. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you hopping on. Okay, and so I don't know what I'll do tomorrow night, but I think I'm gonna do a big fat foo-foo pumpkin tomorrow night. I think I am. I ordered some leaves. I thought I was going to tonight. You'll be here unless you're totally exhausted. Who said that? Carla, what will you be exhausted from? Waiting on me to come on? Oh, how funny. Hey, Kayla. Welcome. You guys, that is it for tonight. And so, for the ones that just came on, you can go and watch the replay because I'm going to be off of here in just a minute. And as soon as Mr. FB releases this, I will put it on YouTube as well. But for any of you on Facebook, you can watch the replay and see all the details. So that's that. So good night, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Y'all, tomorrow's Sunday. Find a place to worship in the morning. Good night.